Hey guys, this is Peter, and a couple of days ago I shared with you one of my favorite builds for KODI. And well, that very same evening the developer went and changed the skin. Now the skin is the interface, the user interface, and this particular skin gave you widgets, which was really powerful. It's my favorite part of that whole build is the widgets and how you could add them so quickly and easily. But you know what? It's still one of the best builds out there. It is well managed, so let's go ahead and load that same build, but I'm going to show you how you can change the skin and customize all the different sections, the background art, everything. It's a really powerful thing to do, and it's really good to know how to do this because in the future, if anything changes, you're going to be in control because you're going to know how to do it. Let's get started. Alright guys, well the first thing you want to do is go down to KODI.tv, no W's, just KODI.tv, go to download and find your platform and download it and install KODI. I'm going to skip that part because it's, well, that's kind of basic. The other part is if you go to the forums and you search for Aeon Nox Silvo 5, you will find this. Go ahead and download the repo. So it's kind of confusing, there's a lot of junk to download. But just go ahead and download this repository. I'm going to put this on my F drive. Why not? There, it only takes a second. Then we're going to go to the trending KODI builds and we're going to grab this one link. I'm going to click on Team ZT. And this link, the reason I'm showing you where it is it changes. It can change. Not tomorrow, but it could change in the near future. So I'm just going to click copy. So now we've got that on the dashboard. Next thing is you're going to want some backgrounds. So you may want to set up a folder for backgrounds like I did. Let's see if I can't find that. Dun, dun, dun. Backgrounds, here we are. Alright. I set up one for favorites, live TV, movies, power, system, TV shows, and video. You could set up more. You don't have to set up any. It just comes in handy when if you want to have, instead of a single background for an area like TV shows, you could have them rotate. But I want you to go to Google and search for 1920 by 1080 wallpaper and just pick stuff that fits you. You know, whether it's, I guess you could search for nature scenes or space or what have you. You're going to find some theme that you like. Maybe it's this cat wearing crazy glasses. But what I've done is I've taken a lot of these pictures and I've saved them so I can make the backgrounds the way I want. So let's get straight into it. Alright, I have KODI running. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, it's brand new, straight off the boat, I guess. Here we go. Let's get this going. I'm going to click on this wheel, or this gear, go to System Settings first, and we're going to go to Add-ons, and just change Add-ons, slide over, Unknown Sources, give that a tick, and click Yes. That's the easiest way to do it. We'll get it out of the way right away. Let's click back and go to File Manager. Now, if you click back too far, you click the gear again and you go to File Manager. We're going to add a source. Actually, we're going to add two sources. First one I want you to add is called Special. : / home. Special home. Yeah, and we'll call this dot special home. Okay. There we go. That's going to help us find the backgrounds. It also makes this really portable so that you can make this version of KODI and save it, back it up, and all your backgrounds and everything will be saved. You can even move it to another machine and your backgrounds will come with you. Okay, we're going to add another source. And this time we're going to put in what we cut and pasted. It's the Team ZT repository of the day. No, they've moved it, they've upgraded their servers, so it did change, but I expect it to stay here for a while. As you're going to see, it goes rather smoothly now. I'm going to put .teamzt. There we go. And this is going to install rather quickly. First thing we need to do though is go all the way back and go to add-ons. Click on add-ons. Click on the actual word, and now we're going to click on this little box. This is going to allow us to install from a zip file. And that's what we want to do. And it's in the Team ZT folder. And we actually want to install the entire repository. Alright, see, that went pretty quickly. So we already have the repository, and now we can choose the one above it that says install from repository. And we want the zero tolerance repository. And it's actually a program that we're after. It's the wizard. So I'm going to click on the wizard and click install. Should come down rather quickly. There we go. And it auto runs. What do you know? I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to click continue. That's going to take us to the build menu. So click on build menu. Alright, now sometimes it does this. It freaks out and it's actually run, but it still thinks it's running. So I'm just going to click it again. Alright. Build menu again, I guess. Okay, now we're in the build menu. This is my favorite one. It was Cryptics. Is a really nice build. It has lots of resources and it's maintained. So they did change it. I was on 206 and now they're on 207. The mouse kind of got away from me there. But watch this. It doesn't take much to install it. I'm going to go down to fresh install because I have a brand new install. Let's do it from the beginning. Let's do it once and let's get it over with. All right. Continue. Now we're talking. That thing's ripping. Now it's installing. And this installation process is rather nice. It goes rather quickly. You can see that you have an error count here and the errors are at 0, which is perfect. Alright, so what it's going to do, what a build actually is someone else's fully configured version of KODI with repositories and add-ons and even a user interface or a skin. Now, what I'm hearing from you folks is that they've changed the skin from my video from a few days ago and you don't like the new skin as much. From what I understand, it doesn't have the widgets. Well, that's easy enough to change. I'm going to show you how to do that. We did download that Aeon Nox Silvo 5. If you missed that because you skipped over it, we can always go back and get that. That is my favorite skin. Not only because I think it's clean and good looking and allows for artwork, but more importantly, it allows for live widgets. And the widgets are able to go out and kind of mine the web for you and pull in all sorts of cool stuff. So you're able to, you know, your KODI's going to look different every time. You're going to go to the movies section and it'll see, oh, there's some new movies here. Or you can even randomize it to pull out your own movie collection and kind of keep it fresh and saying, oh yeah, I remember that movie. I had that happen the other day and I was watching, what was it? It was Vertigo by, who's that guy? You know. God, Alfred Hitchcock. All right, Forced Close. Alfred Hitchcock did some great movies. We watched The Birds the other, I guess it was about a year ago with the kids. And that was great. All right. So now I guess I have to launch KODI myself. Wow, that is a much different looking interface. I do like that painting though. That is kind of cool of the Joker. Alright, so we have, alright, I see what people are saying. Yeah, this is, well, that's a little spooky. This is not the same interface at all. Alright, so what we're going to have to do, what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to change the skin. Oh, there's some good sections in here. There's music, there's all-in-one, there's a documentary section. Alright, well, you may want to play with this and find out the pieces that you like. I do like the Real Debrid section. Open load, your supremacy, real nice to be able to allow us to get to the URL resolver quickly. A kids section. I've seen Kids Corner before, that's very good. Explore, TV shows. Alright, well let's try and change this skin. All right, well, it took me a little while, but here we are at System, and go to System and go to Add-on Browser. Yes, it took me a while. I had some errands to run. I ended up changing my shirt, so I know it looks different. Install from zip files, what we want to find. And remember, I put the Aeon Nox piece on my F drive. A, B, C, D, E, F. There it is. There's my F drive. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. There's my repository for Aeon Nox Silvo. It is the zip file. So I'm running the zip, and all it did was install the repository. So now we're going to go to Install from Repository, and here's a list of all the different repositories that are in this build. But now we have a new added one called Aeon Nox Silvo. Click on that, if you would. Click on Look and Feel, because we're looking for a skin. There it is. And click on this. Aeon Nox Silvo, because it's Aeon Nox Silvo 5 version 6. Perfect. I'm going to click Install. And I'm going to choose the latest. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Now it should load, pop up, and say, do you want to keep this skin? So it's doing some things. I don't know if you can hear that, but in the background, my 3D printer's going. I got a new one. I want to show this to you. I've been printing. Do I want to switch skins? I've been printing things in all over the place. Surfboard fins, everything. I'm now printing with ABS, which is a different type of plastic. And that should be cool. It's rather stinky. You know, when you print with PLA, you really don't have to worry about anything, but this stuff's really smelly. All right, Aeon Nox Silvo. It looks like I'm good to go. Did it change for me? It should be all changed. There are no default backgrounds in this skin. Do I want to create some? All right, let's take a moment, and I'm going to drop out of this for a second. Oh, boo, boo. All right, here's my backgrounds folder that I told you about. I'm going to go and put it in a particular spot. Let's see. We want to put it in a certain spot that you're going to have to get here like this. Percent sign. This is how you do it on a PC. App data percent. But here, it brings you right into the spot where you find all the KODI stuff. And I'm going to put my backgrounds right here. Because when I type special home, it's going to take me right here. All right, let's go back in and check that out. Would you like to choose some? Yes. There are no default backgrounds in the skin. Would you like to choose one now? Let's go with, sure. Let's choose a default background. Single image. This one. Now we can change that. Change it all day long. All right. Let's keep going. I'm going to show you how to make this look right. Let's click on System. Well, not click on System. Highlight System and bring your cursor down. Now we have access to skin settings. Let's click on that. Right here, we want to change the second one where it says the Aeon Nox menu bar position. Let's go low with that. I like to center my time and date and make my submenus visible. That's going to make a big step already. Take a look at this. Ta-da! All right, so now we want to get in there because nothing's configured. Don't worry, all your repos are still there, but this is your view to the world, and now we need to embellish this a little bit. You're going to be surprised how quickly this goes. System settings, skin settings, set up Aeon Nox menu at the top. All right. I don't like a pictures menu, so you could either disable it or just say, I'm not going to want that at all. I like music section, but I'm not ready for it now. I'm just going to disable it. Oh, I just disabled movies. You have to be careful of that. All right. Movies, let's go back to and re-enable that. Good. Now, what do I want it to do when I click on movies? Well, we want to change the action. If I click on the word movies in that title bar, what do I want it to do? Well, do I want it to go to a movie library? No, actually that would make a lot of sense, but that's what you do for your movie collection. That's what I'll do for videos. Right now what I want to do is I want to operate an add-on. And it's a video add-on. And I think I'm going to go with, it's up to you what you choose, but I'm going to choose Elysium. I like Elysium. It still works for me. It works great. In fact, if you have Real to Brid, it's stellar. So all I want to do is go into the movie section because I'm in movies. So now I'm When I click on movies, it's going to bring me to Elysium movies and just create a menu item here. All right, but now how am I going to scrape all my cool data and cool stuff like that? Well, that's with the widget. Let's go ahead and do that. Wants to download something, that's fine. What I'm going to do is set up my widgets to show me what's available on Elysium. And I also want to pick a second favorite and show me what's available on that. All right, here we go. If you wanted to create more, you can just create other subsections. Like we turned off music, you can create video too. You know, you can do whatever you want. All right, let's do a widget. Select widget. Now, you think it'd be a movie widget. No, that's what you're going to do for your videos. For this, we scroll all the way to the bottom almost and click on add-on. It's a video add-on. Again, it's Elysium. It's a Elysium movie. And we're going to go ahead and pull stuff out of, popular. The most popular stuff from Elysium. I want it to present to me as a widget. I'm going to call it populars. That's fine. But here, I don't just, there's a lot of movies out there. So I don't just want a panel. I want a compact panel that's extended, which means when I scroll left and right, it's going to move with me. So it means I get more than what could fit on the screen, which is perfect. Art poster, fine. Case glass. This looks the best. Let's see. Widget background. I like the panel info. Enable that. And sort by. I'm going to leave no particular sort. And escape out. That's one widget created. I just want to set a background so we can get the feel for this. All right. Doesn't know where I want my backgrounds. Here we go. I want a multi-image. And I'm going to have trouble finding it here. Let's see. It took me to a particular spot. Huh. Alright, it had a message that I didn't read. I wonder if I could have directed it elsewhere. Alright, so I've made an error. Don't worry, errors happen. Select background again. Multi-image. Oh man, it's driving me to the wrong spot. Alright, select background. That's for apps. You have to be really careful you stay on the one you want to be on. Select background. Let's see. Trying to see if there's a way I can navigate to somewhere else to be. Image menu. Wow, it just wants to drive me there, doesn't it? All right. Well, I got to think how I can get my stuff there. System, File Manager. Aha. It has me back here. It thinks this is the root. Okay. Interesting. All right. I like this. Guess what? I'm just going to add a source. My source is going to be this one. Special home. Special home. All right, I'm going to call that. Doing all the wrong things here. Let's just call it dot home. All right, I'm going to OK that. And guess what? Now when I go to System, Skin Settings, click on Aonox, Movies, Background. It's going to drive me to that same spot. I'm going to click Multi-Image, and guess what? Dot home. Here's my backgrounds. There we go. Just like movie stars. All right, I know there's stuff in there. It's not showing it to me, but that's cool. I just click OK. Let's see, for TV shows, let's go ahead and do that one. Let's make all the backgrounds look pretty real quick. Select background, multi-image, home. Now this is why you want folders, so you can do this little trick. We want TV shows. Done. So now you can have if you didn't want multi-images, you just wanted standard images, you can do that. So here, boom, boom. You could have one folder full of images and just pick them one at a time like this. Home, backgrounds, and you could just pick anything. Here we go. Boop. So that's still a special home. Now the fact that it's in special means that you can take it with you, because that will be your key drive no matter which one you go to. Here it happens to be C. So this is starting to shape up nicely. Let's go to videos, background real quick. Multi-image. I don't know why I chose multi-image, but do I have one for videos? Yes, I do. Okay. Let me show you quickly how much that changed everything. I didn't change system, I didn't change apps, but I did change a lot of other things. All right, check that out. I must have hit the wrong one. Instead of putting under movies, I put it under apps. But that shows you how well it worked. All right, so I got to put it there. But look, I do have a movie section with images that should be changing. By default, I think it's every 7 or 10 seconds. I usually like to change a little more often, but I'm okay with this. All right, so we'll go see what I did wrong. But if I click on movies, it should definitely take me into Elysium. There we are. We're in the video section of, or we're in the movie section of Elysium. So there we go. And if you click dot dot, it'll bring you back out one, which is really important if you want to set up. If you want to set up your reel to grid, you need to know where the tools section is. That's where it is. All right, so this is turning out pretty good. Favorites, power, system, apps we all need. Videos, I've got my video images up. And my movie section, we have that up. And TV, I don't see my TV one in here. We'll go make that happen. So skin settings, once again. Here, let me just show you where that is. General. Is it under general? How many seconds? Is that advanced? Is it a widget? Is it extras? Aha. Rotation speed. You can set it from 7 seconds to 5 seconds. It's easy as that. All right, main menu, set up Aeon Knox. Let's go find out what happened in apps. That's where I put the widget. We can change that one, lickety split. We can change it to none until we get there. All right. What we wanted is to do that to movies. So movies, we set it up right under widgets. We're going to select a widget. Again, it's under add-on, video add-on, Elysium, movies, and populars. Use as a widget. All right, so I went through and changed all the backgrounds. So now I have my TV shows with my 2 bars. I have my video section, which I've yet to fill out. I have my apps with the bar and system. Well, that has all of its base pieces. Power. Favorites actually has something there. If you click on favorites, it'll bring up all of your favorites. Anything you right-click and mark as your favorite. So I put in some great images that I got just from the web. And let's go ahead and do that video section because I want to show you that's really important because I want to pull from my, well, I have a network attached storage drive with lots of videos on it. Let's go ahead and pull that real quick. System, skin settings, set up Aeon Knox. Let's go to videos and let's change the action and make sure we're talking about the same thing. I'm talking about a video library. It's a video library full of movies. And I'm just going to create a menu item here. That was easy. All right, now the backgrounds, I went ahead and did my multi-image. It was in my home backgrounds, and I did have a video section. And there's some stuff in there. Nice little backgrounds. Let's go ahead and pick a widget. This widget, it's going to be pretty easy. Now is when you use the movie section, because it's not an add-on, it's your real movie section. And I want to get some random movies. That sounds like a good bar. All right, and I want it to be a compact extended panel with glass case and showing widget info. This is good. All right, so I'm going to hit back. Widget number 2. It's also going to be a movies widget. And I want to show let's show recently added movies. Why not? That sounds like a good idea. Dun, dun, dun. So we have random and recently added. And it's a compact panel, it's a poster, it's glass, and there is enabled perfect. I'm going to do a sort order, sort by, and I can sort by date added. Seems kind of redundant, doesn't it? And ascending, descending. I'm just going to leave it as that. Let's back out of that and see if it worked. All right. Videos. Come on. Give me some widgets. There we go. Those are my random movies. All right. And the other one's going to be recents. There we go. That looks really good. So these are the most recent ones in my collection. There we go. And that's a great movie. The Great Escape. Let's see. Guns of Navarone. That's another classic. Here, let's just fire that one out. Show you how quickly it works. Oh, resume. That was quick. Boom. You just jump around. Great movie. All right. Anyway, those are my movies. This is how it looks within KODI, and this is the way to do it. So it's easy to rip them in. I have videos on that. I'll put a link to it right either in the description or right here on the screen right now. I have TV shows. These come from the web. I have movies. These come from the web as well. Adding stuff is really easy. I only added one widget, but I could, of course, pull from even a different repository. This would be Elysium Populars, but I also, as I did here, went to Supremacy, and I could pull those as well. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope this helped you out, and hope you're able to get your build looking the way that you want it to. And another cool thing is, now that you've done yours this way, I have another video, and I'll put a link to that, that will allow you to make it portable. And because you used a descriptor to talk about where your files were as special :/home, that's going to be transparent, or it's going to work from platform to platform. So even though you've created this on a PC, because you weren't describing your artwork as being at :/, etc., it's going to be in special/home, and it'll follow along. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Talk to you soon.